Hi everyone, it's Tammy with Frou-frou Studio. Thank you for joining me. This is one of those not very interesting, I guess, flip through videos of my latest journal. And I hope you enjoyed this one. As I flip through, I'm going to tell you the story of the Actuary, which is the name of this journal. And it is made out of an old Bopsy twin cover. And I had to do some repair work on the spine. The spine was in pretty bad shape. So I've done a little bit of repair work there, and I have made this like a day book or a journal by putting this little strip on here that says day book, and that is off a backdrop paper from Tim Holtz. I just cut the day book part off. This is original book cover. This journal measures about 5 inches by 7 3/4, not including the parts that are sticking out. That's actual cover. As you can see, it is a little gator mouth, but I did just finish it, and I have not pressed it under books yet, so I think it will flatten out a little bit. It's got a Midori style mounting of the signatures on the inside, and it has 2 signatures in it, and you can see it's really rough and raggedy. So we will get started with the flip through. I just have it closed with a piece of crinkled seam binding and a binder clip that I've kind of made it look rusty. So that's the only enclosure. I kept everything pretty plain in this one because it is a man's journal per se. Not particularly for a man, but it is about a man. So George is our actuary. This is him here. And you can see there's a double pocket in the front with just, now there's tons of original ephemera and book pages in this. And I'm not going to point out every single thing, but there are lots of original ephemera pieces from the late 1930s, early 1940s to mid-1940s, probably, in this. And I just couldn't quit when I started stuffing it. So it is quite full. Anyway, back to our story. George is, after doing his time in the military, he attended the University of Kentucky in Lexington, where he received his degree in accounting and finance, and soon after was offered a position with a international finance and banking company in New York. So he picked up from Lexington and moved to New York to start his new career with the bank. This is a postcard from his best friend Arthur. This is Arthur, and he says that he was sorry, basically in the postcard, he was sorry to learn that he had moved from Louisville, which is where he was from originally and was now in New York, and that he hoped to be able to visit him soon. This is an original postcard from 1939, and it's addressed to Mr. George Finch in Brooklyn, New York. So that's kind of where I got my storyline. There's a pocket here. This, if you take the paper clip off, it does flip out. It is glued down as well, but I just have those things paper clipped on there. So, anyway, he has gone to pursue his career in New York, and although he is a genius when it comes to financial numbers and so forth, he is very disorganized when it comes to his paperwork and so forth, and so that's why his little journal here is so grungy looking, stained up, because he is not very good at being organized. And he just kind of shoves papers and receipts and his bookkeeping notes and all that kind of stuff just everywhere. He has a great secretary, and her name is Evelyn. This is Evelyn, and this is her payroll card. And she helps to keep him organized as he's going through his daily business, keeping up with his meetings from his international investors. And if it wasn't for her, he would be totally lost, because everyone knows that behind every successful man is a woman. And that is a joke, guys. This is his newfound girlfriend that he has in New York. And she is works on Metropolitan Avenue in New York, and he met her at a coffee shop there, and so they are seeing each other. This is his brother, who was still in the military, and his brother's wife. And this is an envelope, an original envelope from 1939, and it has a journaling card down in there that can be written on the back. And then this comes paper clipped here, and it flips up, and there's another journaling spot here. This is digital, which you can also journal on. There's an uptuck here with a digital, and you'll see several little tickets and just little pieces that I've clipped just to make things a little more interesting. This is one of his partners in the financial firm, and he has helped him learn the ropes in New York. There's a couple of pictures of his partners or co-workers in here. And then we made this. Actually, you haven't seen this yet, I don't think. Nope. This is, I saw it on Pinterest. So you'll see this video tomorrow for how I did this. Okay, and this is one of his girls that he left when he left Lexington. This is an original tax document here. And you'll see several different kinds of ledgers. This is from an accounting book, like a school book. So he keeps that as reference in case he needs to look something up. This is our little stack that I did in today's video. This is one of his buddies from the service. And you've got a double pocket here with tags. And an envelope, a coin envelope here. And there's several references to cigars in here. There's some cigar bands. There was a cigar band back with his banking buddy that is an original. This is a sticker because he likes to get together with his New York buddies and smoke cigars. There's a double pocket here. And then on this side, this is his sisters that are back in Louisville, which is where his family is from. And if you unclip this, again, this flips out for journaling spot. This is another one of his co-workers. We've got original invoices in here. Here's another co-worker. Here's another cigar sticker. And then there's a pocket here with the inventory tag in it. And this page is in reference to one of his international investors with the Asian writing there. It's an airmail envelope here that's a tuck with an original check from 1937. And on the back side, this is one of his college buddies that he graduated college with. And there's just a little journaling page here. More journaling room. On this vellum is part of the Atlanta Daily. It's actually an invoice for the Atlanta Daily newspaper that is printed out on vellum. We've got a little pocket here with a Baltimore almanac in there. A little collage on the bottom. And then this is one of the hidden belly bands that I did the other day for last week for I Saw It on Pinterest. And then this is an original 1933 report that's handwritten. And it is has to do with accounting and taxes, it looks like, maybe. But it's on old notebook paper. So I just kind of stuck that in there. And then, like I said, you'll see this in I Saw It on Pinterest tomorrow. This is an original here. State of New York, town of Bovina. I'm sure I'm not saying that right. But it is a receipt for water, it looks like. That they've stamped on the inside of a legal document, which is really strange, but anyway, it is just, I made a pocket out of the journal paper that was too long and just kind of flipped it up. And then here's our little page we made about banking for no digital allowed last week. And then this is his parents here. So there we go. That's the story of George and his big move to New York and his successful career. I couldn't think of it. Or the start of his hopefully successful career. So I hope you enjoyed the story of George. And like I had said in the video, I don't know if it's today or you'll hear this postcard. I read it tomorrow. But this postcard inspired the whole journal. So that's where my story came from. And I love the way the journal came out. I love the sticky out parts. I love how squishy and fat it is. And I love the story. I think it's pretty cool. I love to do stories about my journals because it makes them, I've said this before, it makes them flow a lot quicker if I have a story behind them and I can express that story in what I'm doing and putting in the journal. So I do enjoy doing that quite a bit. It, to me, helps me know what direction I'm going to go with the journal rather than just trying to start a journal without knowing where I'm going with it. So if you think you have a block or, you know, you're having trouble journaling, you know, pick a story, make a story with it, or create one from a story you've read. There are lots of books that I have read that I think would be just cool journals. And, you know, I'd let one of the stories you've seen or read or a movie that you've seen inspire you into a journal. I think that's a great way of getting inspired and, you know, getting your idea from to start, because a lot of times I do struggle, and but it seems like once I come up with the story and the theme of the journal, then it goes really quick. So anyway, that's the Actuary, and I'll be listing it this evening if you're interested. If you have any questions regarding this journal or any of my journals or anything I have in my shop, please leave a comment on or a message on my Etsy store, because that will go directly to my phone, where sometimes things on YouTube get lost along the way, or I don't see them because I don't receive notifications from YouTube when I get every single comment. I check them every morning, but I don't get immediate notifications like I do from Etsy. So I will quit blabbing now, and I will see you guys back tomorrow. Everybody have a great evening. Bye.